So I watched the new Superman movie over the weekend, and I gotta say, it's a pretty damn good movie. I will admit, I was a bit skeptical at first, mostly because I was a little concerned with how many characters are being shown in the trailers. I was getting the worrying feeling that, oh, maybe it'd be like too much of a convoluted mess. But thankfully, a lot of the plot actually focused directly on Superman, which I think we were all hoping for. I don't want to go here and say like, oh, I'm so glad that we don't have an aura farming, non-empathetic Superman. But I always loved the Superman that really cares about like pretty much all life on the planet, and I mean only in drastic measures is he willing to kill. And I really like how they really like toned in and focused on that aspect of Superman in this movie. Of course, gonna go into spoilers in this, but I think it was really interesting to see Superman's big villain wasn't just a really strong person. It was more just like manipulation, dealing with a war, political stuff. It really shined true on Superman's beliefs, even at some points where, maybe his beliefs might be a little naive, but I think it still makes for an interesting time. I thought it was cool to see a new Superman that wasn't just a, I guess, goody two shoes, if I wanted to say. I wouldn't say that he's like, a little edgy. There's more to him than just, I want to save the world, and you get to see that a lot in this movie. One of them is his punk rock obsession, and even that conversation he had with Lois. One thing I thought they did really well was just move on with the plot without introducing every single character that's in the movie. Thankfully Superman's a pretty big IP that everyone kind of knows the origins of Superman. But there's other characters or other superheroes in this that, is not so publicly known, and you don't take a long time like saying, yeah, I'm Guy Gardner of the Green Lantern Corps. And even though they don't sit down and explain the backstory of all these characters, you really don't need to know how the character is to continue on. I feel like that's a problem with a lot of superhero movies at this point, is that they have to explain to you who this character is sometimes, when they could just be like a character that shows up and helps out. Kind of touching on the action, I thought a lot of the action scenes were pretty fun. I think it's kind of hard to get a fight interesting, especially when it's going to involve a lot of CGI and flying. But I felt like a lot of the action scenes were fun to watch, and they really felt like they had impact. I think overall James Gunn did a great job with this movie. I really did feel like I got that hope and whimsy that a lot of fans of Superman, love about the character. And I really do love the new ideas they took on Superman, because it doesn't feel like the same, I guess, regurgitated or like formula of a movie. This really feels like a breath of fresh air. Overall, I really do recommend to watch this movie, especially if you're a fan of Superman. I mean, I feel like this is probably going to be a must-have for most people. I would probably watch it again. I mean, actually, I would like to go watch it again because I really just love the action scenes. Overall, I'm going to give Superman a 4 out of 5. And again, I think you guys should watch this movie.